Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Miss TBTV. So this morning, I want to talk to you all about the 80-20 rule. All right, the 80-20 rule. But I want to talk to you all about the 80-20 rule in reverse. Okay, so some of y'all probably saying, what's the 80-20 rule? The 80-20 rule was spoke about on one of Tyler Perry movies. Okay, it was on one of those Tyler Perry movies where when they was talking about when it was the relationships, everybody was married. I think it was Why Did I Get Married? And I think it was the first Why Did I Get Married? And they I think it was Jill Scott. They were speaking about men being in relationships with women, you know, based on the 80-20 rule. Okay, and they probably already have a woman that's 80% of all of the things that you would think a man would want in a woman. You know what I'm saying? But they'll go out here and they'll get with a woman that only have 20% of the qualities that a woman should have, because maybe they, you know, just nice looking. Maybe they have, you know, they got good sex, whatever. They only have 20% of the qualities, the overall qualities that it truly takes to be a good woman. You know what I'm saying? Overall, well put together specimen of a woman, but they go out there and they get the 20%. Well, okay, so I said I'm gonna talk about the 80-20 in reverse. So when I'm saying I'm talking about the 80-20 in reverse, I'm speaking on it in regards to generational curses. Okay, because I was just trying to give y'all some sort of basis to go off of so that it'll help you to understand this 80-20 thing. Generational curses. So when I'm speaking about generational curses, I'm speaking about negative things within families that are passed on from generation to generation. Negative behaviors, negative traits, okay, negative attributes that are in families that get transferred down or passed down from one generation to the next. And these type of things tend to get passed on for multiple generations. And one of the biggest generational curses that I know of that tends to get passed down is the curse of the broken relationships between mothers and daughters. Okay? The broken relationships between mothers and daughters. Now, I'm speaking about this today because this is one of the main premises of my book, Release. Okay? Release, you can't judge a book by its cover. My book is based on the fact that I am a product of a generational curse. Okay? My mother is a product of a generational curse. But as a result of us both being products of a generational curse, I did not pass that on to my own children. I did not pass that on to my own children because I made a conscious choice, okay, to not have my children have to endure what it is that I had went through. I did not want my children to be made to feel the way that I was made to feel. I didn't want my children to be made to feel how obviously I guess my mother was made to feel, and then in turn decided somebody got to feel the way that I'm feeling. This was horrible for me, so guess what, I'm gonna make sure that you feel everything that I felt. And this is exactly what she did. So again, back to this 80-20 rule. So it's this saying that I remember hearing when I was younger. It says that children are or become 20% of what you show them, okay? 20% of what you tell them, but 80% of what you do, okay? So children, and I'm going to reverse it now. Children tend to become 80% of those things that you show them. The things that they see you do, they become pretty much, that's the person that they're going to become, because that's 80% of what you show them. But 20%, you constantly telling them, don't do this, don't do that, you should do this, you should do that, but you're only doing it 20% of the time. You only saying it 20% of the time. You only showing it 20% of the time. So since you're only saying it, doing it, showing it 20% of the time, it's kind of hard for them to really get a good grasp on what is it that they trying to say that I really should be doing. Because hell, they not giving me a good enough foundation or background as to how this particular thing is supposed to shake out. You know what I'm saying? How I'm supposed to follow through on this with minimal examples, minimal instruction. But this other 80% of this stuff that you're doing a whole bunch of that. You seeing a whole bunch of that. You talking about a whole bunch of that. So this right here, I can get with that. I think I can work with this, okay? I have enough information to be able to put this together in my life. So this is what I think I'm going to do. Well, that's what happened. That's what tends to happen, people. That's what tends to happen to our children out here, okay? If 80% of the time that we are raising them, we are telling them, showing them, doing to them a bunch of negative things, okay? Having them in a bunch of negative, environments, having them around a bunch of negative people, you end up with a child, okay, that turns out to be an adult who is doing a lot of negative things. And then in turn, passing these negative things down to their own children, because somewhere within them, they don't have enough. I don't even know if I want to use a word as simple as sense. I mean, because the person says, it seems like you have sense enough to know, but a lot of people don't. For whatever reason, a lot of people don't seem to realize that, damn, if I turn around and I do the exact same thing that was done to me, and it made me feel up, then I'm about to F up the generation that's coming after me. I'm about to F them up and do the same thing to them, and possibly have them F'd up and do the same thing to the next generation, and it's gonna go on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? And again, seeing the 80-20 in reverse, I thank God that I received it. The way that it came into me, the way that my brain computed all of that, I grabbed on to the 20%. The 20% that wasn't barely being taught to me. The 20% that was not being that was barely being showed to me. The 20% that was barely being relayed to me, that this is what you really should be, Keita. This is how you really should be. You really should be a loving person, a loving parent, a caring parent, somebody who wants more for their children than what was given to them. That wasn't shown to me. I had to get shown that indirectly through friends, mothers, you know what I'm saying? Through my paternal grandmother being loving, you know what I'm saying? And my maternal grandmother, she was very supportive, you know what I'm saying? But again, she was also the person that passed this generational curse down to my mother. So although she was very loving to me, I could still see the brokenness that was going on within her and my mother's relationship for my entire life. I saw this, but this didn't go on my paternal grandmother's side. I didn't see her behaving like that to any of her children. She had one daughter and 4 sons, and she was loving to everybody. She was sweet to everybody. This is what I saw. You know what I'm saying? So I got 20% of it from over there, and then when I would be with certain friends, their parents, their mothers or whatever, would be loving. You know what I'm saying? And that was weird to me. That was weird to me because that wasn't going on in my home. But I chose to say to myself, Keita, when you have kids, you're going to treat them differently than what you were treated. Keita, you're going to love your kids. Keita, you're going to show your kids, going to be able to see beyond a shadow of a doubt that you care about them. They're going to be able to see that. Do you see what I'm saying? So I guess my word of the day, or my thought of the day, is let's practice that 80-20 rule in reverse. Those things that you did not get a chance to experience, or someone did not show you but you wish they had shown you, you know what I'm saying? Those parts that you wish you would have had in your life, take those parts that you wish that you had in your life and pass those things on to the best of your ability. If you feel like, I don't even know them to pass them on, you get around people that have those things that you would like to have within you so you can pass them on. You get on Google and you look it up, because you can look up everything on Google. Look up on Google how to be a better person, a better parent, a more loving person, a more supportive person. Look it up. Get on YouTube. Watch you some videos on how to be a more loving person, a supportive person, a person that is not going to pass on negativity, hurt, pain, you know what I'm saying? Struggle from one generation to the next, and then the next one, and then the next one. Do you see what I'm saying? There's too many resources out here for us to get the information that we need, for us to not be able to do what it is that we need to do to make the future, okay, the future, which is our children and our grandchildren, better. All right, so let's try to practice or work on doing that 80-20 rule in reverse. And if you ain't been paying attention, release is here, y'all. Release is here. Order your pre-order copy of Release, okay? Paperback, you can order on my website at www.misstbtv.com, or if you want to order the Kindle version, a pre-order, you can order that on Amazon. My book is entitled Release. You can't judge a book by its cover. And as always, I'd like to wish you all a safe day, a blessed day, and safe travels. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do so now. Make sure you press that button so you can get my videos every time I drop one. Make sure you like and make sure you share. I'll talk to you all later.